Where Chimney Rock once stood as a guiding beacon, nothing now lies before the party but the endless plains. The party comes across a man lying in the middle of the trail. It seems as though he's asleep. The man doesn't appear to have a campsite set up, so it's unclear how he came to be in this state. The party could attempt to find out why he is here, but he might be dangerous. Who should wake him?
Did I doze off for a bit? Oh, were you the kind souls that woke me up? Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Jack Keatley. I'm a rider for the Pony Express fastest mail system of our times. Apologies for passing out in the middle of the road there. My recent trek has had me going for 300 odd miles non-stop. It's, been a few days since I've had any substantial rest. Just delivering some letters to Seneca now, and wait, where am I? This doesn't seem right at all. Can you help direct me to where I'm going?
Who should direct Jack Keatley to his destination?
MHM. Yes, that seems about right. Oh dear, it looks like I'm quite a ways off track. I need to be running off, then. These letters aren't going to deliver themselves. Pardon me. Well, here's a small token of my thanks. Safe travels.
As Jack Keatley departs, he somehow seems to drift off again as he's walking. The party comes across a field of lush grass, perfect for grazing. It's a good place to give the oxen a break, if there's time to spare. The oxen spent several hours grazing slowly, enjoying the meal. They seem refreshed and good-spirited by the time the party is ready to set out. Daddy, look, it's the people from before. Are you going to invite them to my birthday party?
We'll see, sweetheart. Hello there, travelers. It's unusual that we meet again. Perhaps it's divine intervention, or simply luck. Whatever the case, it is good to see our saviors once again. Say, I wonder if you might do us a favor? I know it's asking a lot of you, and we're already in your debt. But would you like to help us make a birthday present for little Mary? She'll be 5 years old this year, but the present we bought for her went missing while we were stranded. Jane would like to make her a doll, but is having trouble deciding on the pattern.
Who should help design little Mary's doll? After a few hours of sewing, Alice and Jane finish making a doll for little Mary. The doll's hair is tied into a neat little bun. Alice thinks it looks quite fetching.
Well now, this is a charming little thing you've made. Little Mary will be over the moon when she sees it. You have my thanks once again, travelers. I do hope we see each other again in the future.
This campsite has been set up with wash basins and bathtubs to make use of the nearby spring. It's a great opportunity to restore hygiene, though it may take some time. The party can either spend some time cleaning themselves or learning more about each other. The party spends some time thoroughly scrubbing themselves, glad to be free of the muck and grime that comes with grueling travel.
Greetings once again, travelers. I hope your journey is proceeding well. Once again you have my sincerest thanks for diffusing that situation for me. Thanks to your efforts, the Lakota are in attendance for the signing. We've selected a chief by the name of Mato Ouhi to sign. Yes, indeed, the same man you met previously. Now, the signing will take place soon. Most parties have already arrived. If you wish to speak with me or any of the others, there's some time for questions, though we should not dally long. Who should the party talk to?
Hello once again, friends. I hope you've traveled well since the last time we met. I must admit, I find myself interested in what will transpire here today. This is a gathering of so many different nations. We have all made the journey to be here and make this possible. I hope Fitzpatrick's ideals will win over the others here. I trust in his intentions, but it wouldn't be the first time a Boish Tashiel has failed to make meaningful change. No matter, we can discuss this further once the treaty has been signed. Many people from different cultures and locales mill about, waiting for the signing ceremony to begin. Who should the party talk to?
Hello, friends. How wonderful to see you again. How has your journey been since last we met? You must spare no detail. There are many people here, so many cultures and languages. I'm hard at work trying to translate for everyone, but there's still time to share stories, I think.
Brother, please, you can swap stories after the signing. Though, I must thank you quickly, friends. It's thanks to you that my father has begun to recover. Your assistance made all the difference.
Yes, thank you, travelers. Perhaps I was in worse condition than I thought.
He's still as stubborn as ever. He's appreciative, though. You've done us a great service. It's gladdening that such kind people can be found on the trail. Your presence will be very beneficial at this treaty signing, I feel. Many people from different cultures and locales mill about, waiting for the signing ceremony to begin. Who should the party talk to?
So we meet again, travelers. I'm glad to see that you're here. I am, however, a little confused. Mr. Fitzpatrick and the soldiers have chosen me as the representative for all Lakota, perhaps because I made an impression on them during our previous encounter. I will consider signing the treaty, so long as it recognizes Lakota rights over the land, compensates us for the damages caused by Wasiku travelers, and is beneficial to all parties. But please let Mr. Fitzpatrick know that I can't represent all Lakota. I can only speak for my own party.
Many people from different cultures and locales mill about, waiting for the signing ceremony to begin. Who should the party talk to?
I'm excited for this treaty. It's been a long journey getting here. I've been a guide on the Oregon Trail for many years. I understand the hardships of the trail, not to mention the strife that the local tribes can cause. The folks in Washington, D.C. don't understand the area as well as I do. They haven't lived in the West, on the plains. It took quite some time to convince them that this treaty was worth it. But here we are. This will be the largest gathering of Plains tribes in history. Once signed, this treaty will ensure a new era of peaceful travel for everyone in the West.
Many people from different cultures and locales mill about, waiting for the
Very well. If there is nothing else, then I would ask that you wait for the signing to begin. It should start shortly, so please do entertain yourselves while I get prepared. Welcome, everyone. Today is an historic day, marking the signing of the Treaty of Fort Laramie. Today we have many representatives from the Lakota, Crow, Arapaho, Cheyenne, Assiniboine, Mandan, Hidatsa, Shoshone and Arikara nations. Truly no greater council of Indian tribes has ever been assembled. We do not come to you as traders. We do not want your land, horses, robes, nor anything else you have. We have come to advise with you, and to make a treaty with you, for allowing the right of free passage for my people, and the right to form roads and establish military posts. The United States will compensate the people of the plains for 50 years from this date. By attending today, all parties have shown their intent to sign and ratify this treaty. Please step forward, chiefs and representatives. Sign this treaty and let us smoke and begin a new era of peace between all our peoples. It is finished. The treaty has been ratified by all in attendance. Come, let us all celebrate the new peace together. Well, that was certainly exciting. You witnessed history, my friends. Now I'm afraid we must part ways. I am to head back to Washington, D.C. with the appointed representatives of the nations. There is still much work to be done. I'm glad that the entire council was present for this. I think today will truly mark a turning point for all Indian relations in the future. I hope the Plains nations wish this just as much as we do. It's curious that the Lakota weren't sure who to put forward as their leader. Apparently that's not how their politics work. Well then, I shall be off to Washington, D.C. May we meet again in the future, my friends. Curious, indeed, friends. I have heard much in my role as interpreter since I arrived here, from many different peoples. Fitzpatrick is certainly fond of speaking, but what about listening? Perhaps I am speaking out of turn, but if he does not understand how the Lakota are organized, then what else might he have misunderstood? I'm sorry, but I'm rambling again. Farewell, my friends. I hope to see you again someday.
Hunting is ideally suited to those who have spent time in the wilderness, requiring keen shooting skill and the ability to track prey through challenging environments. Those with low stamina will be unable to carry back. Jesse examines the hunting ground ahead of him. It seems like he'll be able to find a few animals. After a successful hunt, Jesse carries 140 pounds of meat back to storage. Jesse can spend some time skinning the animals for valuable pelts, or press on down the trail to save some time. Jesse manages to obtain some pelts, though without a knife, he can't gather nearly as many. Knives can be unlocked by completing the Bitter Winter journey. A large walled settlement stands before the wagon. This is Fort Laramie, one of the principal supply routes along the Oregon Trail. You've arrived at a fort. Who would you like to heal?